Why are you looking at my penis?
Why your penis gotta be so fine?
It's not fine, it's filthy.
Oh my god.
Just like this place that
Hey,
got
this
hit
looks
by a
familiar.
9/11.
9/11.
Seventh heaven.
Seventh heaven.
It's
Hey,
a
Sparks, how you
boogie.
doing?
Yeah, this place is like. Is this supposed to be like after the plate fell or something?
Yeah, right? Like, what the hell happened to Cloud's Buster Sword? Check this shit out.
Wait. Ew.
Like, what was he doing? Maybe he just came out of the sewers.
Like hunting Slimers or something. Like,
Right?
hey, look at this big ass handprint. Is that supposed to be Barrett? With these little coin,
or
little
Barrett,
coin
like,
things?
bending someone over the counter.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you know what? That's gotta be Barrett, because there's only the left handprint.
There's a story here. Wait a second. I get it.
Bend over, bitch.
Barrett turned into a zombie.
Oh, that's way better than what I was thinking.
All right, I'm wondering like what they have going on here as far as like the theming and kind of what they got from the game and what they just kind of put in on their own.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, what I don't know what engine this is. Maybe it's Unreal 4, in which case they were probably able to just lift the assets straight from
yeah.
the game, which is kind of
Speaking
cool.
of, yeah, they do have the volcano bomb spinball.
Oh my god, whatever you do, don't hit tab unless you want to go blind.
No, jeez. The whole
So
place
he immediately hits tab.
Oh my god.
My eyes!
Why is the HDR on?
Ugh.
This is just like, yeah.
Oh shoot.
It's like made of dirt at this point.
Spark says our title says Bloodstained. I forgot to change it to PowerWash Simulator. I'll have to do that in post.
Well, it's something stained.
Yeah. Right.
All right, let's see.
Oh, well, I guess anyone
stick with-
searching for Bloodstained will be very disappointed. Actually, can I change that, like, midstream? Give me 1 second here.
You can change it midstream.
I can change it midstream.
Just
I've done stupider
just
shit than
right-click.
that midstream.
I can push you around while your stream's going.
Do it.
Actually, no, I can't push you at all. I have no control.
PowerWash Simulator. Or no, Sim
All
Summer
right.
is what I want.
I'm gonna just run up and down these floorboards. Oh, then it's very distracting because then there's barrels here.
There. Now we're good, Sparks.
Sweet.
Now we're all accurate. Get back into the game.
All right,
Oh, God.
gotta get this perimeter.
Why is everything so yellow? Alright, I gotta stop spending my time on the Buster Sword.
How's your week been going?
There is no week yet. I mean, Monday's my day off, so...
Oh,
Pretty damn
that's
good,
right,
actually.
That's right. All right, cool. Yeah,
Dude, check
You're
out this
just-
multi-purpose cleaner going to fucking town.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. Jeez. Wow. Okay. Maybe I gotta start doing that.
Damn!
Did you buy that or did it just come with?
I don't know anymore, honestly.
I get it. Let me see. How
But,
do
like,
you...
everything I think I know about the controls of this game is wrong, so...
All right, so 2 is the nozzles, 3 is the cleaning liquid. Okay, wood cleaner? Oh, hell yeah, we're doing that.
Everything you know is wrong.
But it's like, do I actually have it equipped? No, I don't.
Short is long.
And why can't, when you hit E and you have your loadout, why can't you just click on the thing you want to change?
I don't know.
I don't...
Like
get
I said, I
that.
don't understand the equipping system here.
Oh, unless... Wait a second. Now I have it equipped, apparently. Yes, you have to use the scrolling button to actually get to it, which is
Okay.
weird.
Oh god, it's actually doing nothing. I was wrong.
Oh, wow. This wood cleaner. Ah.
Hey, what's up, Distracted Rabbit? No supermarket game? Yeah, we'll get back to that, I promise.
She really wants us to play the supermarket game.
I don't think there's any winning it yet. It's early access, so... I mean, we will do another episode for sure, but there's a couple of other Sims that I'd like to attack this summer.
We do have all those, what do you call it, Sims? Like the Literature Club Sim.
Oh yeah, Dream Daddy, Dad
Sexy
Simulator.
Daddy Sim.
Then I
How
bought a
much-
special one on the Steam Summer Sale that I'm pretty excited to play.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, we were just talking about that. What are you interested in picking up, and what have you picked up?
Oh, I'm done. I picked up what I was going to pick up.
Okay,
But Baldur's Gate 3 was the big one.
that's right. Well, how much was that? Like on sale, like $42 or something?
Yeah, I think it was 20% off, which is pretty darn good.
All right, yeah, that's not bad.
Pizza.
Yeah, this wood cleaner is great.
Remember in the original FF7 how like Tifa had all those decorations in the bar that said just straight up Texas
Oh yeah,
for some reason?
it was a little more. I don't know, using your imagination to like make a 3D version of the bar. It would have been a lot more like grounded in our world, I guess.
Yeah. But I kind of
Yeah, it
like
was
that about the
basically just
original. Like,
Texas
you know,
themed.
maybe this does take place in like an alternate version of our world sort of thing. Who knows?
Like if the Germans won,
Like if the
now it's
Germans won.
FF7, you know.
Midgar was Texas. Trump's second presidency sort of thing. Oh, God. I love how right now, like, the Democrats, we're shooting ourselves in the foot by calling for Biden to drop out of the race.
It's
It's
here's the
fucked,
thing,
man.
like I get,
we're gonna do this. Like, they're gonna stick with Trump, even if he's like drooling into his own grave. But Biden, you know, has a sleepy debate, and we're calling for him to drop out. It's just pissing me off because I guarantee you, like, switching candidates in the halfway point of the year is not going to serve us well.
yeah, I really don't know
this is doing
because
nothing.
I feel like it's unprecedented. It's never happened before. If it was
Well, it
something
has
like,
happened before, and the Democrats lost hard.
oh gosh, when was that?
Before we were born, but I can't remember what candidate.
Sometime in the 20th century.
Yeah,
Okay.
like when our parents were alive. I forget who, though. I think it had to do with Nixon, actually.
Well, let's see. Ford.
I think it was
Yeah,
whoever
Ford-
was running against Nixon
Okay,
the first time.
that wasn't the one where the candidate was holding up the newspaper saying that he won when it was
I don't know.
like okay.
I'd have
Well,
to go way back, but
anyway, like
it's
if
a
it
Western
was
theme bar. Of course, it says Texas.
even though the numbers are increasing, it's still just like younger millennials, Gen Z, like are not voting
Yeah,
very much at all. If they were, and they were voting in large numbers, I would say, yeah, let's replace Biden, no question.
right. And I love
Without
how
that,
there's absolutely no call on the right for Trump to drop out of the race. Like,
oh no, of course.
like we look at Biden, you know, forgetting a few words and, you know, being sleepy at 9 p.m. as an 80-year-old man, and we're like, oh, he needs to drop out immediately. You know, Trump rapes a 13-year-old and is like completely incoherent in any thought pattern he has. But no, he's a perfectly suitable candidate.
I think most people, like most of the actual right-wing voters who are gonna vote for him or planning on it, like are not even considering that. They're like, oh, that's not true yet. Like he was just this trumped up charge about Stormy Daniels or something. I'm getting a message from Tifa.
You're getting a message from Tifa.
Oh, I guess I missed something.
She's like, hey guys, keep the politics at home, please.
Right? Apparently, some ruffians came in here and mucked up the bar.
Cloud just left his sword there.
Just,
Like, I'll pick it up later.
I'll pick it up. It's probably safe with those guys, you know. Okay, Tifa's giving me a history lesson, and
Okay.
like so much so that it's just like, wait, Tifa, are you part of Avalanche? You're an Avalanche, aren't you?
No,
What? No.
no, shut up.
No, I'm just saying that, you know, maybe Shinra has to pay with blood. That's all.
That's all.
She's not really going that hard.
Not part of Avalanche. I just think Avalanche has some good ideas.
I just think, as you know, Avalanche isn't wrong necessarily. But yeah, I don't think they're even hearing about, one, the Epstein stuff, and two, just like all the stuff that's like going into the locker rooms for Miss Universe. And was it Miss Universe or
Oh yeah.
something?
Well, no,
whichever
it was,
ones he's run.
I mean, it was a couple different pageants, yeah, and he harassed.
Well,
them
there was
all.
like Miss Teen Universe or something.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Ugh.
Like, what a fucking shitty universe we live in.
Yeah,
I'd much
and
rather live in Midgar, Texas.
Yeah. And just, yeah, the fact that there are no calls,
None. Like it's just totally. This is our guy. This is completely normal what he does and says, and
I know a lot of them are probably
even the ones
scared.
who like do find his behavior upsetting are still like,
Yeah.
well, it's better him than some godless liberal Democrat, and
Oh my
like
God.
that's just how they think, and nothing will ever change that.
I mean, there's definitely voters like that. I think the majority of like people who actually work on Capitol Hill who don't like him, which I'm sure is actually a lot of people.
Oh, tons.
They're just complicit by not saying shit.
Because running up to the election, it's always the same song and dance. Trump is a maniac. He needs to go. He's dangerous to democracy until he beats them in a primary. Then he's the best chance we have for free society. And God, fuck this world.
I'm wondering, like, just some of these people, like, if they're like Trump especially. I actually think about like just the praises he sings for Putin. I'm like, what does Putin have on him?
Oh, I know. Well, and like you saw that interview, right, where they're like, hey, when you're president, you'll disclose like what happened to Kennedy. Oh yeah, I'll disclose that. You'll disclose everything about aliens. Oh yeah, you'll disclose the Epstein files. No, there's a lot of bad information in there.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of phony baloney in there.
Ruin people's lives with these falsehoods. like all of a sudden he fucking grows a conscience.
But it's also
he would
just
have us
like,
believe
come
like,
on.
oh, what a noble thing to keep the innocent people who are on that list out, and their good names untarnished, right?
Yeah. The other thing about the debate that really gets me is just like how he wasn't challenged, and Biden wasn't challenging him on a lot of stuff either.
No,
when he was just
something
straight up
going
lying.
on there? Did like would something have happened if they challenged him on certain
I don't know.
things?
The moderators weren't doing shit. And,
No,
and again, I didn't watch
he
the debate.
He said something really bizarre, and like the response was "thank you" or something like that. It was really strange.
There was also just like, what were some of the things? Well, I mean, he's parroting the whole abortion thing again about they want to do it after.
Oh,
birth.
that's what it was. That's what it was.
That
It
whole
was
thing.
Democrats are aborting babies after they're born.
Yeah.
Like they get out of the womb, mom changes her mind, and they snap the baby's neck or something like that.
Yeah, and this is the same shit he said in the 2016 election.
Yeah.
And then what was the
eggs
other
and
thing?
chips.
Oh, talking about frickin' which this you think would be obvious to voters, but it definitely isn't. Talking about Biden's giving, and he didn't challenge him on this. Biden's giving them Social Security, like undocumented people, Social Security. It's like they don't have a Social Security number.
Right,
because they're
it's
undocumented,
impossible, man.
You idiot! Like what? But people are buying it.
I know.
And
I know.
not being challenged in real time is just the worst thing. Like then it's just the clip is out there and people just believe it.
Yep.
Like it's so much harder to
Sparks,
disprove something someone already believes.
Right. Sparks writes, they shouldn't be allowing him to say that? Question mark. Yeah, in a sane world, they would not be allowing him to, just openly say falsehoods during a national debate.
Well, yeah, the moderators especially. Like
that's kind of your job as a fucking moderator, isn't it? It's to kind of keep that shit
things like that
from happening.
And rarely it has happened where they do push back, but it's few and far between that happens.
It's almost like they were given like a list, like don't call him out on this shit. We have to, And I don't know what the media's obsession is with like normalizing him, like treating the things that he has to say as though they're in some way valuable, even if they're inarticulate. Like that still drives me nuts to this day. That we're still doing this whole like pony show with him, where like, oh yeah, this was pretty incoherent, but when you get to the meat of his argument, what he's really trying to say, he's not really trying to say anything. He doesn't fucking know what room he's in, guys. Like, he's a madman.
Yeah, what was we talked about the Hannibal Lecter thing. But
yeah, right.
Yeah,
stop
so much
giving
more.
his strange words credence. I mean, it's not good for anybody.
Yeah, it's just.
I mean, it's not even good for Trump at the end of the day. Like, he should be receiving some serious medical care, and he's not because he's running for the highest office in the land.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because it's like I know people are still scared of him and what he could do, and as far as like, well, now he's going to have the power of a king.
That's really fucking scary. Like that the Supreme Court is just willing to, like, if he gets reelected, just hand him a free card to do whatever crime he wants. I mean, which, by the way, is not being extended to Biden. I mean, I know Biden wouldn't do it, and he's gone on record saying he won't do it. And I think they're counting on that. I think that's the whole reason that it passed. It's because, like, oh, well, if Biden does that, he'll be raked over the coals.
Which is true, but it's, I don't know, the whole we
but
go
they're just
high
setting
when
it up
they
so
go
that
low thing.
if Trump is president, he's allowed to, have political opponents jailed and, order assassinations. Like, that's scary fucking shit, isn't it? Like, to anybody?
And he's already threatened jailing political opponents. Like, he's said this shit. And what is it with, we talked about this already, was it the Heritage Foundation? That guy? Just saying, like, oh, yeah, the revolution will be bloodless, the second revolution.
Yeah,
as long as the left
the
allows
Democrats let us, keep it bloodless, right?
Yeah.
So, like, if we start killing people, that's on the lips. They made us
of
do
course.
it.
Like, they are not being subtle about this shit at all. And I know subtlety has been lost ever since Trump became a candidate.
Since 2016, honestly. Like, it's
been...
Like, that was the last time I remember, like, anyone expressing real shock at stuff that politicians were saying,
Yeah.
Like, oh, you can't go on the news and talk like that. Like even when he made fun of that disabled reporter, right? Like, people were like, oh, this is going to be the end of his candidacy. And then, like, a week later, like, maybe not. That guy did look pretty silly there with his, And it's like, are you kidding me?
I just think it's like he does so much shit
that
people
fatigue.
Can't keep track. Yeah, and remember what's going on.
Outrage fatigue is what it's called.
For the people on the right, like who are voting for him, it's just they hear so much and they get fatigued too. And it's just like, man, they are just orange man bad, right?
And it's really easy for them to say, oh, that's just liberal lies and propaganda spreading crap about him because they're afraid of him.
Mm.
Like, that's their whole jam.
A lot of them believe that because it's just like, wow, he just does everything wrong.
Because that's easier to believe than, we really are letting a, multi-felon pedophile rapist into the White House for a second time. And I love, too, like, did you see the thing about the guy from the, it wasn't the Freedom Coalition, it was an organization kind of like that. Like, he was driving to Seattle, I think, to stop a pride parade because he just couldn't stand the pedophiles out in the streets like that. They got pulled over on the way to this protest, and I think they were intoxicated or something. But anyways, the police started going through their stuff, and they found like an insane amount of child pornography on his phone. Wow. And it's just like the projection and the two-facedness of the whole.
Was this recently?
I didn't hear about this. It was within like the last couple of weeks.
Okay.
But and that surprises nobody because that's just like who these people are. They, rules for thee but not for me, and well, not even that really. It's just like I secretly have these horrible things about me, and rather than confronting them in myself, I'm going to project them onto others, and like feign outrage.
It's like, what are these people thinking? Like when they get caught, what do they say? They lie, I know that, but...
Well, some liberal got my phone, and I don't know what his excuse was. I mean, they found it, and he's going to jail for it, obviously, but...
Yeah.
I truthfully, I don't know what, like, the actual encounter looks like between law enforcement and him. It has to be jarring, right? Like, to pull someone over and, like, what are you guys going over Seattle with a, wagon full of guns for? Oh, we're going to stop the pedos. Like, oh, okay, well, they're zealots, right?
Yeah.
But then to like just find that severe quantity of illegal material, so that there's like no arguing with it. Like immediately, this guy's in jail for it. Like, I don't get it. Like these are the people you want championing your political views.
Yeah, it's like such a farce because it's
worse than a farce. Yeah,
there's no group of people when it comes to like just what republicanism, what conservatism in the United States is today.
Yeah,
what it's associated with on Capitol Hill and otherwise. Like there is no other group of people that least deserves the title of the party of like morals
I know.
and values.
I know.
It's
Like,
like a
far be it
joke.
from me to clutch my pearls or anything, but like, seriously.
Like who could like most people? It's not a very humble thing to say.
Sorry, Sparks.
To find like the worst fucking people, like the most deviant, actually deviant people,
Yeah.
you know, and just sometimes just straight up evil people, and
Yeah,
to
half
be
of
like,
them
we're
are
the
in
party of
Congress.
morals and values. Like, you're the opposite of that. Like, what the
Right.
hell?
I know it makes me sick, which is why I tend to sound like a broken record on this. But you know, every single day I see something on the news, and it just keeps getting worse.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's the thing. It's just like, do you bow out like I did, like with COVID for many years? Do you kind of take a step back for your own mental health, but then
That's
you're
kind
like,
of what I'm doing. I'm turning
not-
off a lot of news, except for like kind of the few major outlets that I trust.
yeah,
But like
And
I'm
it's
not
like
I'm
you
not going on Reddit and clicking all of the outrage ones. Like even if they're true.
yeah,
Yeah, I've pretty much turned it off for my own mental stability for the next couple of months.
I get that. And it's just like you should not feel bad about that. I feel bad about it sometimes, but I know
Me too, because
shouldn't.
I feel like they're winning. Like I'm making myself less informed just because I'm so tired.
But it's also like
I
we're not.
really like I can't keep reading this horrible shit and watching them get away with it.
Yeah, yeah. It's just really fucking depressing, and
Mm-hmm.
I feel very defeated these days. Like, which I don't know. I hope something changes with that. I'm never gonna give into, feeling defeated and feeling
No.
like I can't do anything. But some days it's fucking hard, man.
Well, right, and I think there's a difference between like defeatism and just like taking your news media in healthy doses.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, like there's something to be said for just like the 24-hour news cycle in general being a bad practice.
Yeah,
Because it's that constant competition of like big networks having to run something that is, eminently more watchable than the rest of the 24-hour news stations, right? So they have to do like Fox News did and just make it as outrageous as humanly possible so that people are like glued to it.
yeah. Trump has been wonderful for that.
Oh,
Ratings have
totally. Like
skyrocketed.
you got to
with these-
hand it to that. I mean, their viewership is way up, and honestly,
Yep.
so is like CNN and NBC and the liberal media too, because they get to run a constant cycle of can you believe this is happening?
Yeah. So it's all just like fueled by outrage. Oh, the machine gun on the table belongs to a friend of mine, Barrett.
Machine gun on.
Machine gun.
Don't mind that.
Don't mind that.
Now it is loaded, so
It's- We're not terrorists.
not terrorists. I know what this looks like to you.
He's as big and hot-headed as a behemoth, but he's got a heart of gold. He also cares about our planet more than anyone else I know.
But he walks in every establishment in Midgar packing artillery.
Ma'am, this is a power washing company. I don't care.
I also don't get paid to ask questions, ma'am.
I don't give a. The less I ask, the more I get paid. Turns
Is
out.
it just me, or is this starting to look cleaner than it did in the game?
Actually, yeah. Damn.
I mean, the kitchen seems a little. We've got to let that go. Now it just looks like somebody got sick in the kitchen.
All right, let me see. Oh
Behind
God. Yeah.
Oh man. And yes, Sparks, we can change the subject now. Oh, the last thing I'll say on that though is that I do remember the last time a politician said something where everybody like clutched their pearls and was so offended, and it was Hillary Clinton, and it was when she called Trump supporters deplorables. And I just want to rest on that for a little bit now because that has aged like a fine wine, hasn't it?
That's true.
I mean, yeah, she had the balls to call it what it was, and we were like, "Oh, you can't say that about these people. These are good, honest Americans who just love their country." No, they're fucking pedophiles and terrorists. Like she was totally right. Except she called it a basket of deplorables. It's more
basket
like
of
a
deplorables.
powder keg.
Yeah. I thought she was calling voters the deplorables, which is like, yeah, I'm fine with a lot of that too.
Well, no, she was saying like the voters who support Trump. She said you get like these basket full of deplorables who really believe what he's saying. The only place that she was wrong on that was that it turned out to be a hell of a lot more than just a basket, like a handful of people. It's
for sure.
It's a shocking proportion of our country that should not be ignored. Like, not just because of how dangerous their ideals are, but because in the future, when hopefully, we stabilize this a little bit, we can get some of these people some help, like kind of detox and deprogram them a little bit. Like, hey, let's take a step back, address the issues that are really making you so afraid, and figure out like how we can move forward in a constructive way instead of storming the goddamn Capitol.
Yeah.
Which, most of them aren't going to want to hear that, but...
Moving on to a different subject.
Yeah,
lead
please.
poisoning. No.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I did not move on to a different subject.
Like, maybe.
So, you got a birthday present in the mail this weekend?
Yeah. Thank you for that. The Anbernic. The model numbers fucking make no sense to me.
I hate Anbernic's model numbers. I basically just have to go on YouTube and see what the most recent ones that are getting reviewed are.
I know it's the blah 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 H. H for
the 35XXH.
I think.
That's what it is.
I think so. The H is horizontal because like the G is like the Game Boy looking one.
And then there's an SP model, which is based on the Game Boy Advance SP. I didn't get you that one for two reasons. One, it doesn't have analog sticks. But then two, a lot of them are catching fire right now.
Oh, wow. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Don't know what it is. It's something with the way that like the battery that they used for that one. So I thought about getting you that, but I was like, well, you're going to want to play a lot of 3D games on that, and you'll miss the analog sticks. And then like a week later, I read about the batteries catching fire.
Yeah, the form factor for, what do you call it? The horizontal. I mean, that's how the Switch is, the Steam Deck. It's just kind of what I'm used to at this point.
And honestly, it kind of feels to me just like a primo GBA original.
Oh, yeah. The football.
Yep. I just like that. I really enjoyed the hand feel of the original GBA, but I needed that backlight back in the day.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? Yeah. I still think the SP is just, when it clamshelled up, like, how small it was.
Good on me not getting the one that catches fire. Thank you, Sparks. I'm a good friend like that.
Like, just how small and portable it was fantastic.
Yeah. It was nice, and I do like the clamshell design, and I'm pretty sure the next thing that they're going to do is do a copy of the DS, only more powerful. And that'll be really nice for, basically any style of retro.
Actually, I thought Anbernic already had a DS model with 2 screens, don't they?
No, I don't think so.
No. Tifa, I can't believe how amazing the place looks, and you're not even finished. Where is she watching us from?
Seventh Heaven just has cameras everywhere.
Need help with the final preparations for that job in Sector 1, so I've got to run, but I'll have Cloud come by to give the place a once-over when you're done. What job?
The job in Sector 1. What could that be?
Sector 1. Oh, well, they're talking about their job. Wow.
So we know exactly when this falls in the timeline.
When this happens, yeah.
Right before the game begins.
Right before, yeah. I mean, Cloud is here, but yeah, I guess
they must have just hired him. Wouldn't it be great? He's in the bathroom, right through this door, puking his lungs out, and he comes out like, "Hey guys, dude, this is gonna sound like a weird question, but is your hair real?" No, not weird at all. I get that a lot. I still love.
It's from the Mako.
I still love in Remake and Rebirth how, in 4K when everybody is realistically proportioned and everything, just how out of place your party looks wandering around the world.
Oh yeah,
like a group of cosplayers,
anime effect,
walking into a convenience store.
It's also the weapons, just with your huge sword, and it's just I'm just shopping.
Oh, thank you, honey. Yeah, it'd be different if everyone in the world was carrying them around, or if this were a medieval fantasy setting where everyone's got a sword strapped to their back, but it's not.
Yeah. But yeah, it's the Anbernic feels, for how small it is and light, it is. So yours is made of metal, the outside of it. Okay.
So
Yeah, but
I
I'm
sprung for
testing
like
out.
the most premium model they had at the time,
Yeah,
and that was the 405M. And I think it's still, I think it might have like more gigs of RAM than the model you got, but for Dreamcast on down, it doesn't really matter.
yeah.
But yeah, that's the one that I got, and I really like it. Like I said, I've been playing a lot of retro games on it, and like actually playing them, which is nice.
And what are
Unlike
you doing? Mostly like PS1
yeah,
RPGs and
I
stuff.
think this one and the one that you got are just perfect for portable PS1, portable Dreamcast. It's really
Oh
good.
yeah,
For some
I think
reason, the Dreamcast
especially
emulates really well.
yeah.
Yeah, like check it out. Download a few games and or rip those games that you have and put them on there.
I was testing out some of the arcade games. I was doing like X-Men versus Street Fighter, and these are the games that are not typically going to play well on a system like this.
Yeah,
And it's definitely it's far from perfect, but it's just like, hey, this is serviceable. But like you said, like when it comes to games that you don't have to have like lightning quick reflexes or anything, it's more like thinking like an RPG.
yeah,
Perfect. It's great for that. And because of how light it is, like I can sit with it and like bring it really close to my face if I actually need to, which most of the time I don't. The
yeah.
screen is fine. But yeah, it's really good for that.
Yeah, they have sharp little screens on these devices.
Yeah, I
And
was looking at their like a larger like their Steam Deck what do you call it? Like competitor models. And
yeah, they do have like really high end ones that are like in the $300 to $400 range. A couple of these companies do, but at that point, just get the damn Steam Deck.
yeah, that's true. And it's like it doesn't seem like they're interested in doing like OLED, which is I don't know. I think on little systems like this, OLED is perfect because it's not going to cost that much more for a screen that size.
Right.
But man, it makes all the difference in the world.
You know,
It's
it's
like
kind
your Zelda, your Tears of the Kingdom Switch is an OLED, right?
of correct. Yeah,
Yeah, those things look nice.
they do. OLED is beautiful. Oh shit, what was I going to say? Oh, speaking of
my
like the screen and everything,
Power spraying hand is getting tired.
because of how small the form factor is on these things, it's crazy like how much better the native resolution looks
Yeah,
on them. But what's also crazy is that they're actually packing a lot more power than the consoles we grew up with, and so you can like actually upscale PS1 games to 3 or 4 times their native resolution, and they look hella good. In fact, they look exactly kind of like how I remember them on my TV growing up,
well, that
which
was
is kind of funny
satisfying.
because objectively they're not. They're running at a higher resolution on this tiny
Yeah.
screen, and they
Now-
look great. Like,
When
like
you're
you
playing,
pick
like-
up on details that you never would have noticed. But again, like I'm with my nostalgia glasses on, I'm like, oh yeah, this is just how I remember it.
Oh yeah, I get it. When you're playing like PS1 games, are you using RetroArch or are you using like a dedicated emulator like DuckStation or something?
I'm using DuckStation.
Okay, I love DuckStation. RetroArch because I've played PS1 games on both, and RetroArch is still like it works almost as good. I mean, it works just as good if you're just playing the game.
Yeah.
It's just DuckStation has the PS1 dedicated options, especially when it comes to the graphics and stuff. So I like DuckStation, and I never figured out how to change discs on RetroArch. So,
Oh, I actually do know how to do that. It's not too bad.
oh yeah, do you just open the other file basically? Like,
I think there's
no,
I think
because
there's
you
an
have
option.
to.
Like
There's
switch disc.
Yeah, sometimes you have to switch discs in the middle of the game before you save. So, but yeah, DuckStation is what I used like when I was playing through Parasite Eve again, and yeah, DuckStation's great.
Yeah, man. Believe me when I say like it is the perfect PlayStation 1 emulator or emulation device. It's
Yeah.
It's
Now-
the right size screen. They run indistinguishably from the original system.
That's what I was going to ask you. Is the Anbernic things they're since it's a emulator station, like it what do you call it? It's capable of emulating so many things. Does it work like your Pocket station? What did Sarah get you? The Pocket
Oh, the
Pocket
analog
Pro,
pocket? Yes. I will
Analog
say that's
Pocket.
probably still my preferred device for SNES, Game Boy Color, NES, like stuff like that with like the really good like square pixel
Yeah,
ratio. And I do still notice like a difference in like having my SNES games on both the Anbernic and the analog. I will say that they feel slightly different.
I was wondering, and I have to like most of the games I was playing. I was like, okay, like the only difference I could notice with sound, I attributed to the speakers. But then I played Mortal Kombat 2
Uh
on
huh.
this thing today, and I don't know if it was just the version that's on there. It says it's the USA version, but I'm not sure because I own Mortal Kombat 2 on the
And you know
SNES.
exactly what it feels like, yeah.
And one, there's that. Two, I know what it sounds like. Three, there's this version on the Anbernic has an extra, or like on the SD card that came with it, has an extra like, oh, this company, and it's like, no, that was
Yeah, I
never in
wouldn't
there.
trust the one that Amberna gets you. I would cherry pick
I
the
think it's
ROMs that you really want and just add your own.
so that's what I was. I was like, wait, is it just not emulating the sound very well at all? And then I'm thinking like, this might be the PAL version, and the
Yeah,
sound might be a little messed up because all everything else I was playing, I didn't notice anything.
that actually
But
does not surprise me because with GameCube and PS2 ROMs, the way that they get them to work more smoothly on Anbernic and similar devices is they use the PAL versions of the ROMs, which are capped out at 50 FPS.
yeah, ugh,
And so my guess is they probably go to PAL websites for ROMs, or they use PAL links, and they probably just kept on using those links for their SNES ROMs too, because they were
yeah.
already there.
So I know you had a clean slate basically. I think that's
Yeah, mine
kind of
did
what I'm
not
gonna
come with
do.
an SD card pre-packed with games, which I didn't care about at all because I wasn't planning on using it anyways. Because I wanted to
Yeah,
have kind of a neater library.
for sure. Like the Steam Deck, that's what I like is like just how easy it is to prune and manage your library.
Yeah,
And you can, and even with like emulated games, you can have the whole emulators there, which is what I do. But
yep,
if you want to integrate certain games to go with Steam to look like it's an actual Steam game, you could do that too. And just be like, you know what? I just want these few games from the Super Nintendo, and I'm gonna make them look like Steam games or something.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well, don't get me wrong. My library is not slim by any stretch of the imagination, but it's also not like thousands upon thousands of
Yeah,
games.
and you
It's
feel like you
like,
have control over it.
yeah, it's like probably my top 100 or so for each system.
Oh yeah, that's fine. What's your top 100 for the Game Gear?
Yeah, right.
Go.
Actually, I don't have the Game Gear on the. Oh, one thing though that surprised me, I actually like the GBA better on the Anbernic than I
Anbernic?
do on the analog,
Oh, why is
because
that?
the analog has the 1-to-1, square pixel screen, and so there's
Yeah.
there's like the black bars when you run the GBA. What's really cool about the Anbernic is it's a 4:3 screen, so you still get smaller black bars, but you can actually add a Game Boy Advance logo, like the original systems had at the bottom of the screen, like a digital version of it,
Oh.
so that it fills the screen perfectly, which is
Oh,
kind of
that's
cool.
cool.
Yeah, I'll have to show you on mine and like send you the link to. It's just like basically applying a mask filter over the image. So you move the screen itself up, and then on the bottom you put the Game Boy Advance logo.
Okay.
And it's a small thing, but I appreciate it because it makes me feel like I'm playing the original GBA all over again.
Oh yeah, I get that.
Anytime I can avoid like the black bars or the letterbox sort of stuff, I will.
Okay, so that's why you appreciate the 4:3 screen as well. It's
Yes.
just like, oh, there's black borders, but no, you want the screen filled, but not.
I want my screen filled. I want it to
Not
be
to be
like I'm
stretched.
playing it in my bedroom when I was a kid.
Gotcha.
Which, by the way, the SNES I've learned is kind of a unique system for that because it could run on a 4:3 or it could run on a 1-to-1 screen. And it
Oh,
wouldn't
that's.
cut anything off. It would just transform itself.
I was wondering about that because most emulators have that option too.
Yep.
And like
So like
RetroArch
when it
does,
says
and it's
square
like,
pixels,
why?
yeah, you can activate that, and it becomes like a perfect square screen,
Interesting.
which makes the analog the perfect system for it because of its screen and because of just the instantness of the controls and emulation. Like, I love my analog pocket to death. And honestly, if it could run like PS1 Dreamcast games, I'd probably use that as my primary emulator that I carry with me everywhere. But right now, the Anbernic has edged it out just a little bit because of, you know,
Versatility and
yeah, versatility.
PS1 games.
Yep.
So I had a little party on Saturday.
Sweet. What'd you do?
And invited the pod over, had some, played some DDR basically.
Oh, nice.
A little Mario Kart tournament. What else? Yeah, just shot the shit. It was fun. And
Sweet.
Addie got me like a lot of like Steam games throughout the day, so it's like, okay, cool. I got like the 13 trilogy to play through now, Final Fantasy 13.
Oh, nice.
Which I'm totally cool with playing Lightning Returns again because it's just an interesting game. I'm okay going through it again, but
I'm so surprised that one made it to Steam.
I feel like I can't think of any Final Fantasy games that are not on Steam.
Yeah, like
point.
the whole main series now is on Steam, which is awesome.
Little surprised by the DS games.
Yep.
That made it on there, but it's like, okay, cool.
As soon as they remade them though for like mobile phones,
mobile.
like you knew that they were going to be able to port them to other things too.
Yeah, which
they
is
did
unfortunate
they did
because
the hard work of like removing the dual screens. So
yeah, they did the hard work for mobile, and then
actually,
for many years they were just like, hey, just fucking put the mobile one on Steam. Don't worry about it.
fun fact that I actually learned though that's not as hard to do as you might think with original DS games, because in order to save processing power, the DS is technically a one-screen handheld. Like the computing system built into the console believes that it is only broadcasting one oddly proportioned, like really tall screen.
Yeah,
Which
makes sense.
It's just spread across two physical screens.
Yeah,
Whereas
it's like it would be really hard.
The 3DS has two screens operating independently of each other.
That's why you don't have games like Contra 4 on the 3DS.
Right.
Which actually just use both screens as the screen.
Yep.
And things translate perfectly, while most of the games on the DS are like, oh, here's a map or something. But yeah, there were a few games that actually use both screens as like a screen.
A single screen. Yep.
A single, yeah.
And that's
I
also
did not
why
know that about the 3DS.
The original
though.
DS, they're at the exact same size and aspect ratio.
Gotcha.
Whereas
I
3DS,
figured,
the top screen is bigger than the smaller, or than the.
I
than
figured
lower.
the 3DS worked the same way. So yeah, I did not know that.
Yeah, that
little
was
bit
one
more
of the
advanced.
things that they changed. Apparently, was that it also makes the original DS easier to emulate. Of course.
Yeah. As far as the 3DS, which again, obviously they don't have to do anything with the 3D, but you don't see. There's like one 3DS emulator out there, and I've never tried it out.
Yeah, a little early.
I don't know
game.
how good it is.
And honestly, like for the DS and
got these
3DS,
duals.
I would honestly rather just get a flash cart and use like my 3DS to just play all the games natively.
Yeah, I get that.
Just because
And
the
3DSs
hardware
are still-
is so specific.
It's still not
kind of like
hard
emulating,
to get one.
It's kind of like emulating Wii games. Yes, it works, but like unless you're using an actual Wiimote, which you can do.
I mean, that's what I do.
Yeah.
When we were playing Mario Galaxy, there's Dolphin emulates Wii games pretty well, and I got a wireless sensor bar from Amazon.
Oh yeah.
And you can use the Wii remotes because they're Bluetooth. You can use them on the computer, and with the sensor bar, it worked really well.
No,
It
interesting.
took a lot of finagling.
Yeah, I
It
imagine
was a
so.
little frustrating, but once I got it, it was like, oh, this is cool.
Yep, that's cool.
Although, if I remember correctly, maybe there was still something like either some drift problem or something. So I remember trying to do this slide in Galaxy 2 playing as Luigi, and
Yeah.
something wasn't happening. I was just like, it's the controller.
No, it's Luigi.
It's Luigi, a loser.
Luigi is not a pirate. Shame on you, Max Biggs. Your bar looks even cleaner than it does in FF7. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well,
Hey,
what are they
first
doing?
time chatter. Sparks, you want to get on this shit?
All right, I gotta have the chat open. I'm missing all the.
Oh,
fun.
it's just another one of those like, sorry for bothering you. I want to offer you a promotion for your channel viewers. Oh, and it's deleted. Thanks, Sparks.
Woo. I think I have to make another profile because I'm wondering if I sign on, if like Addy can actually talk, because
right.
I'm signed in as Distracted Rabbit, so it's like I'm just gonna make a new one.
Deleted and banned. Way to go, Sparks. Why, you're the best mod. I love those. I mean, not that they know or care they're bots, but like, you know, 5 years into the game now of streaming, I think if we were doing this for the viewers, we would have given up a long time ago.
It's true. Yeah, doing it for the viewers, doing it for the money. Nuh-uh. No, this is just for us.
Not play the hits.
This record we leave. If
I do
anyone
like to
finds
think
this,
though
I'm
that
sorry.
someday, like long after we're dead, someone will stumble upon play the hits and like, man, so that's what it was like during the Trump years.
Just be like, wow, humanity were just a bunch of perverts.
Yeah, these
They had
guys
so
are
much
all
hate
piss
for their
and vinegar.
politicians. It's just like, hey, not wrong.
That would be
right.
would be kind of weird, wouldn't it? Like if, like maybe not as like a Exhibit A sort of thing, but like if people like referenced like random YouTube videos and like we ended up getting watched by some political science class as like
Oh my
at
God.
this time there
That
was
would be
real
interesting.
uncertainty that there was going to be a nuclear holocaust between South Korea and the United States because Trump was supporting Kim Jong.
Wow. That'd be the most eyes on our content
Yeah, right.
we've ever gotten. All right, so for these
And then, like, a
pipes,
lot of the
we're
students keep watching to wonder if we ever end up together. I just want to know.
oh, Chris and Max Shipper.
Yeah, right.
There's so much
Year
tension there, come
2147 or something like that. Oh, God.
All right, standing on top of these tables is great for cleaning the wood trim.
Yeah, it is. I see you've exhausted the fan, which is nice. I do the same thing. Like, I latch onto, like, little objects that I must have cleaned. I'd ship it. Thanks, Sparks.
Thank you, Sparks. I know.
Believe me, Max ain't the problem here. Yay. Alright, so each, like, wooden framed or steel framed object is its own, like, box, apparently.
Yeah. Each side of the column.
Yeah. That's a better way to say it.
But they are really fun to clean.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this
because there's that divider. It's kind of just like running your finger through the little crevice of the bricks. That's kind of what
when
it's
are you
doing
getting
for
your
me
damn
right
PS5 and playing Rebirth so we can talk about that?
now. Oh yeah, we got to do that at some point.
Some point.
Yeah. So actually, the hard drive installing that yesterday did not work out because
Oh, really?
because actually I got it. And it's like, wait, I spent a lot of money on a lot of stuff. Because it wasn't just that. I also bought, what do you call it? NAND, server with a NAS hard drive to do a Plex server. To put it, because I, wanted to start a Plex server. And after it was all said and done, it was about $600.
Okay.
And Addie was like, what are you doing, man? Like,
Hey, what the fuck?
that's a lot of money. It's just like, you know what? You're right. Let me take this back. So, I have a little flash drive that I'm going to put some episodes on instead, and
Okay.
I'll wait a little bit on the
Oh,
hard drive.
yeah. That was going to be my
Also,
other
it'd be
question
nice
about...
to
Go ahead,
Oh,
you
what's
first.
up? I was just gonna say it'd be nice to play Baldur's Gate and the like on because my NVMe is only 500 gigs. That's where Windows and stuff is on.
Okay.
The majority of my stuff is going on a SATA drive.
Yeah.
That's the 1
Dude,
terabyte.
SATAs are
but
so cheap right now, though.
They are. They
It's
are
so
really
nice.
dirt
I mean,
cheap.
like, the speed is still just fine to me, who grew up with, the spinning hard drives.
I don't think anything is really. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Could Spider-Man 2 happen on a SATA drive? I don't know.
Good idea. Save that money. Thanks, Addy.
But what do you call it? They're still like 5 times faster, at least, than like the spinning HDDs. So,
Oh
pretty
yeah,
much.
that's what I'm saying. Like people complain now that I guess I'm gonna use the ladder.
Use what?
The ladder.
Oh, the ladder. Okay, I see it coming out. How's this jukebox still dirty?
Did I not get the
What are we doing
jukebox?
here?
So my other question about your Anbernic was going to be, what was the size of SD card they gave you?
I haven't checked that out yet.
My guess is it's probably just a 64 gig. And if you're going
Probably.
to import like your whole PS1 and Dreamcast library to that thing, you should definitely get at least a 128. Though 256 gigs, from what I've seen, are like $2 more expensive and so worth it.
I was literally at Micro Center today, and yeah, what was it? I was seeing the SanDisk, like the SanDisk, not Ultra. I hate SanDisk fucking naming conventions.
Yeah,
it's just
I know.
like Ultra,
I hate 'em too.
but better than Ultra is Extreme. It's
I
like
kind of
no,
hate
Ultra
PC
sounds more
parts
Ultra.
naming conventions in general right now.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it was like the 256 for like the Extreme Pro or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
It was like
now they all have to borrow Apple's naming conventions, which is horseshit.
it was like $60 or something. It's like that's not bad.
Okay.
Like yeah, not bad at all. So
Wait, for 250 gig? 256?
256, yeah, $60.
What?
60
No.
something. 60 something.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah,
Like 20, man. No way.
$20.
That's what I'm thinking.
I mean, this is their like top of the line, not top
Okay,
of the
for
line,
maybe like
probably,
their top of the line, like future-proof ones, but...
but this is the one that like reads and writes at like 400 megabits a second.
Okay, yeah. See,
Yeah,
I don't do that because I'm only putting like retro games on it. Like
Yeah.
I just go to like Walmart and get like or Best Buy and get whatever they have on sale.
Yeah.
And truthfully, the whole process took me maybe an hour to write my entire library to the micro SD card and get it set up on the
Oh yeah,
Anbernic.
the whole read and write speed. I mean, when you're playing a game, yeah, it matters. When it comes to file transfer, I'm gonna go do something else. It doesn't matter, like, or unless you're like doing like
Well, and honestly, for Dreamcast on down, like you have to remember, like the native technology, like it's automatically going to load faster than it did when you were a child, anyways.
oh yeah,
It's just a question of how instant you need it.
and the thing is, it's like not SATAs are dirt cheap, but even like the older Generation 3 NVMe's, which is like I can't even see that needing more than that in my lifetime. I feel like those are really cheap too, like comparable to the SATAs.
Yeah, I mean we're
almost.
rapidly approaching the age of diminishing returns on hard drive speeds.
For sure.
And
I
we're
can't
not there
imagine what
yet.
else
I
they
mean,
can
I'm
do.
sure we'll come to the age where like we need to move like petabytes worth of data in 2 minutes, and then we'll need something more. But
I
we're
mean, all
certainly
my
not
life
there
I've been
yet.
proven wrong every time I say, what more do we need? But
Right,
at this
well,
point,
like-
it's still like,
And when I consider my line of work, like
oh, the floor!
yeah, we got the floor. When I consider my line of work, like how much bigger do I need? Or I mean, like how much bigger are Word documents and PowerPoint's going to get?
Yeah, right.
Like
You're
that's
right about
honestly going to be the majority of like the files that I'm dealing with for my work. So I don't need like a 2 terabyte hard drive and you know a drive that can read and write at like 10,000 megabits per second.
that. No. The vast majority, it's like basically if you're a pro photographer dealing with
Yeah,
RAWs,
or a video editor.
do a video editor, yeah. Otherwise, you probably never need it, you know?
Yeah. In fact, I feel
yeah,
kind of silly even owning a MacBook Pro, but I really wanted the HDMI port for, sharing stuff.
Oh, gotcha.
Honestly,
Again, I don't know much about that.
I paid for the upgrade just for that HDMI port, so I didn't have to carry around a dongle,
Yeah.
and it was
I
worth
mean,
it.
so aside from the HDMI though, do you have USB-A's or is it still just USB-C?
It's USB-C, but all the devices I own anymore are USB-C. Even my flash drive is USB-C.
You know what? And that's actually what I just got today. It's not a straight USB-C. It's a dual. So it has USB-A on one
Isn't
side.
that so convenient?
Those
Same
are
here.
awesome because then the read speed for the USB-C is not diminished at all. It's its own
Correct.
thing.
It's awesome.
Yeah, so that's really cool. And then to be able to transfer stuff between like phone to computer so easily that way.
Yeah. The future.
Which that's another thing. That's another thing that's pretty cheap. Like I got a 256 gig what do you call it? USB-C and USB-A dual thumb drive today. It was $30. It's like, yeah, that's nothing.
You know, I swear I'm not reopening the political thing, but like there's kind of like this basic philosophical debate that's kind of taking place behind the scenes of all of the politics, which is, you know, there's fundamentally two groups, not just in the United States but in the world, and that's the group that's excited about progress in the future and can't wait to see what happens next, and then there's like the group that's desperately clinging to, you know, what they know and what they're familiar with. And like, I can see the appeal of nostalgia. But like, when I look at basic things like technology, I remember my freshman year in college, I paid $50 for a 1 gigabyte flash drive and thought that it was a steal.
Yeah, I remember those days.
And like, you know, by the time I was out of college, that thing was almost unusable because it was slow. It could only handle a gig, and you know, like, so kind of the fundamental question that we're asking right now, like for these people who want to like go back to the 1950s, is why? What was so great about that time, other than like, you know, white people having free reign to oppress whoever they wanted?
I think that's the big thing.
Well, yeah, and you're right. That is the big thing. But like, do you really want a world without penicillin and?
Yeah, seriously. But it's like
and
people...
computers and like, you know, you people are voting to like criminalize pornography. I guarantee you, like with that pedophile we were talking about a few minutes ago, I guarantee you their hard drives are as packed, if not more packed, with porn than anyone else's.
Oh yeah.
Oy.
Oh, behind this jukebox is filthy.
But that's not what God wants. Well, like, if you really care what God wants, then you're going to stop enforcing yourself on others. But anyway, soapbox done.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say. I mean, there's obviously the aspect of I just like messing with different people, you know, because I'm racist. But I think it's mostly like the whole aspect of if other people are getting things,
talking about as well as
some
prohibition.
people feel like that they're losing something, which is really sad. But it's how people's brains work,
right?
And yeah, I think
when I do it, it's not wrong. Like nobody understands my circumstances. Like the reason that I look at this stuff. Right?
Oh yeah, of course.
Like it's different for me than it is for those sick libs, those depraved.
I mean, that's always the thing. I mean, it's the tale as old as time as far as like, well, my abortion is the only good like actual abortion. I was actually in trouble or something.
Right.
Yep,
like, that's exactly right. And like
you know what you're doing. All right, sorry, yeah, we can't help with the politics.
This is all 100% true, and you know, I'm not getting into any candidate stuff or debate stuff, but like that's exactly the problem. Like, and you look at the arguments that are being had online right now. The big one for like, for instance, gay marriage was like, well, if we allow gay marriage, then what's going to stop them from, you know, wanting to marry little kids? Who are the people that you see online right now arguing in favor of pedophilia? It's not the creepy libs
who are trying to roll back the law. It's like at the state level.
Yeah, to like allow child marriage to be a thing again. Like that's fucked, man. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. No,
I did what I promised I wasn't doing.
what else do we have? Like we've
Yeah,
been
we
at
should look at the
99% for a while, and we've
all right,
like
back bar box, back bar cabinet. Okay, a lot of stuff in the back
a lot of
bar.
these lights. Oh, and I just got like 4 of them.
Back room ceiling light, back room door frames.
This is actually probably the
Barrett's
most
Gatling
fun
gun
I've
apparently
had so
isn't clean.
far because there's so many vantage spots here to
Yeah.
like use your most. I've been using this stream, like the strongest stream with like the little
You always
vibration.
did have a strong stream.
I've been using that exclusively for like the last 15 minutes and just getting on tables, getting on the ladder,
Yeah.
and just cleaning stuff from far away. This bar like lends itself to that perfectly.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's see. Oh, here we go. Where's that damn ladder?
Give me that lap.
Wait, am I was stuck for a second. All right. Here we go. I got this.
You do got this.
Yeah, cleaning these wood beams up here is wonderful.
I'm gonna show you something wonderful. Dude, speaking of the future of gaming, like I love how almost overnight, like Apple has decided, oh yeah, we'll do video games now.
Oh yeah, Apple Arcade. I kind of thought they were just gonna stop that, give up on it. Apple Arcade's still going strong.
Well, not
And
even
that surprised
arcade.
me.
Like they're like porting AAA games to the iPhone and the iPad now.
Yeah, and that's only going to get better, I hope. Like, because right now it's like the
Well, yeah.
most powerful iPhone and most powerful iPad, right? For like Resident Evil and stuff.
Yep. And honestly, like now that Windows is like going whole hog on ARM development, like that's only going to make more games available for Mac. Weirdly enough, because they've been ARM for 6 years now.
For a little while, yeah.
And really, that was the only thing kind of keeping them from being a major player in computer gaming was the fact that they were running ARM. But now everyone's going to be running ARM.
But now everyone, yeah. Let's see.
I'm actually really looking
get
forward
on
to that
my
because like
hands
I'll
and knees
essentially just
here.
be able to have my whole Steam library or close to it on my MacBook,
Nice.
which hopefully still won't be doing a lot of gaming on it because I have to get some work done.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It could be your everything device. Why not?
Okay, bar shelf. We need to clean.
I can't believe there's still so many
Ceiling
things
lights,
that...
we have 6 of 8. Ceiling shaded lights, we have 2 of 3.
Oh, you know what?
Circuit
There
box, the Buster Sword isn't totally clean. Really?
we go. Really?
Get that Buster Sword. Come on, Max, let's get it.
Whoa! What did I do? Oh my gosh! Do you see this? Do you see what I'm
what's
doing?
happening?
I have free. It's all range mode.
Oh yeah, you hit something. I forget what
I don't-
button you hit, but I know what you're talking
Oh
about.
my god!
You might have to go into your
It's a
menu and
laser
figure out
that's
how
out
to
of
turn it off.
control.
I'm out of
All
control.
right, let's see. How do I?
Oh my god, why can't we get
How
the
do I
Buster
stop
Sword
it
clean?
though? 'Cause I actually don't like it.
No, me neither. Oh, I see. There
Oh, you
we
got
go.
it.
$1.25 for cleaning the Buster Sword.
Wow, they're kind of cheap.
Kind of puts things in perspective, don't it?
I guess bombs and
Okay,
sticking
what are the
to your
shade
values
lamps
doesn't
that they're
pay the
talking
bills.
about? That
Was
these
it
guys?
C? Oh, it's C. Okay, C does it. Yeah, where are these other lights? And I
Oh, these are
Need
the
to
ones.
dance on this
Shade
pinball
ones.
machine. Oh, here we go. Yeah, there's that one.
Got it.
That one.
Damn.
Oh, I love. You could get these from all the way across the bar.
You're using the high-powered jet. Yeah.
Yep. Got that one
Damn.
and that one.
Bing, bing.
Bing, bing, bing.
All right, let's see here.
You were glitching out in the funniest
Ceiling
way.
lights. We still need one more ceiling light. The circuit box. Where's the circuit box? Seems like it should be back here. Where's the damn circuit box?
Hey, you think it would be back there?
Right? Maybe I'm stupid.
Which ceiling? Oh, there's the ceiling light.
Nice. Oh, wait.
Let's
Circuit
see.
box back here? No? Wouldn't it be great if we could ride the machine down to the basement and like clean that?
That would be awesome.
That would have been a fun detail, but you know, can't do everything. You know, that was kind of one of those weird things that like, what it was like one of my weird hang-ups about Remake was for whatever reason they didn't include that. Like that just wasn't in the game.
It was there, but they didn't show you.
Yeah,
it.
like you never went down there as Cloud in this.
I'm not sure why, but that really bothered me.
It did. It bothered me too. Like just weird little things. But I will say, in Rebirth, they don't do any of that. Like everything that was in the original, plus more, is in Rebirth.
Oh, I see something.
Like they seem to go to painstaking detail to make sure they included even the most like minute details.
Yeah.
And I really did appreciate that about Rebirth. So I think you'll enjoy that.
So this thing isn't clean. I don't know what it is.
Chill. Is that a microwave?
Looks like a microwave.
Like a little pizza oven?
What else needs to be cleaned?
Kind of looks like you're peeing on it. Wow, how are we not getting this?
I saw some orange on there. I don't see it anymore, but it hasn't popped
dinged
off yet. Oh, maybe you know what? Since
there it
that's
is.
There we go.
It was a microwave. All right, come on. What do we still have? Where's the damn circuit box? We've got it 98% cleaned. Circuit box, skirtings. We have 5 out of 6. Radio. The radio isn't cleaned, and the pots aren't clean. I'm calling
the
bullshit.
jukebox is clean, so I don't know which radio they're talking about.
Gotta
And
be
wait,
this one
what
on
was
the
the last
counter
thing you
here.
said? The pots? What pots?
Pots. Got to be over in the kitchen.
Hmm.
Some parts are just really hard to get a good angle on.
Oh, for sure. These pots look pretty... Ah, okay. The behind. There we go. Circuit box. Yeah, I keep coming back to the same place.
There's the radio.
Box. Nice.
You got all the pots?
It looked like it was just one pot.
Okay, skirtings. What are skirtings? We got 5 out of 6 of them.
Oh, the wood beams?
Got
yeah.
it. Good job. Holy shit. Okay, wall lanterns, 5 of 6. Lower walls, 12 of 13.
One tiny little spot on a lower wall.
Yep, and the wall lanterns too. Which one?
All right, what's the vantage point? I haven't really been on the bar looking that much.
Which wall lantern is it? Sparks, we're getting there. Yeah, well, we'll get it done this episode. I'm confident of that.
Me too. I mean, how many wall lanterns are there?
I mean, you can see them all. They're just hanging
Yeah.
there. But I just don't know which one it is that we didn't get.
Hey, got it.
Good job. Okay, lower walls, 12 of 13.
That's gonna suck.
Oh, I see. So the lower walls are these big open areas here. So that's actually not too bad.
Yeah.
It's just like, where is it?
Yeah, but yeah, what if
I'm gonna start like checking behind the arcade cabinets here, and
yeah, I'm checking behind these barrels.
yeah. Okay, tiled wall, lower wall. Here we go.
Ooh, it's stucco up here.
If I were to miss anyone, it would have had to have been this. I wish they told you as you were spraying it, like how much percent the individual one you're working on is. That would be nice.
Oh yeah. Would they consider the back bar lower wall? Probably not.
Yeah, maybe the back bar, actually. God, I wish I remembered. Definitely got these ones. Tab isn't helping so much right now.
No, but it's our only tool.
Right?
Yeah, lower wall. Ugh, that's gonna be the death of us. Oh, what is this?
Did you find what?
Yeah, it's not a lower wall, but back bar
box.
Okay.
Nicely done. Oh god, I'm stuck on the ladder. Behind this barrel a little bit. Speaking of barrel,
I'm gonna look
Hurricane
under the
fucking
pinball
barrel.
machines.
You
Oh, is
don't
that
know
what it's
anyone in
called? I
Florida,
didn't even
do you?
know. Oh wait, here's the lower wall. It's behind the jukebox.
Behind
Yay.
the jukebox. Son of a bitch. How are we still not?
How? Yeah, how is it not like showing
Okay,
us what's
neon
left on the-
signs, 2 out of 3.
All right, so eggs and chips.
Circuit
What else
box.
we
Where's
got?
that damn circuit box? Bar shelf.
Really?
Back
Oh,
bar
wait.
cabinet light. It's only 91%. What's the back bar cabinet light? Oh, it's this thing here.
Wow, being up here, tab is still not helping. Oh wait, there's some crap back here. Come on, you. Pop off already.
Quiet, you. I'm calling bullshit on the back bar cabinet light.
Hey, now we're getting...
There we go. Back room
All right, back
ceiling
room
light.
Ceiling light. Circuit box and neon signs. The neon signs.
Okay.
Hey, you got that. Nice.
We're not going to find the circuit box, are we?
And we got the neon sign.
All right, circuit
It's
box.
the damn circuit box. Not that thing. No, that's some award or something.
We've cleaned like 98% of it, apparently. Like, without even realizing what we were doing.
I wonder if it's
maybe
part of the
not look like a
jukebox or
circuit
something.
box?
Or the dartboard. No. These neon signs are apparently hooked up to nothing.
Oh, wait. Found it.
Oh, nice. What? How long have we looked back here?
I think we got to get on top of it.
I'll get the ladder.
Ladders are for pussies.
Just jump for it.
Yep.
Nice.
We did it. We did it, Mac.
There we go.
Cloud walks out of the bathroom after having shit his lungs out. Oh, man. Hey, this looks great, you guys. Thanks, Cloud.
Mm.
You ever wonder what Bear looks like walking around without his gun arm attached?
Like a freak.
Like a freak.
Hmm.
Wow, damn. You
I actually
almost
have
hate
money
to see
in
them
this
drop
campaign.
a plate on it, don't you? You know, I will say that's also, like, overall, I think one of the reasons that I minded the fact that we couldn't go below the bar in Remake is that while this looks cool, it lacks some of, like, the moodiness of the PS1 version.
I would agree. Yeah.
You know, it kind of looks like a little too much like an actual, like, low-budget bar.
I think for me it was so close to the beginning of the game
Uh-huh.
that I got worried. Like, what else are they gonna do?
Yeah,
Like-
yeah, and like Midgar in general, like in the PS1 original, like daytime and nighttime, it really didn't matter, like because they used the same pre-rendered backgrounds for both, and it was just like this constantly dark, you know, kind of cyberpunky, steampunky looking environment, and this is cool, and it looks
Yeah.
similar to the original, but I don't know. There's something about like the tiled ceiling, which you couldn't see in the original, and
Yeah.
it doesn't look quite seedy enough.
There's something to be said as well. Like, obviously, as graphics get better, there's a push, and an understandable one, to make things more realistic looking.
Yeah.
To like look like our world.
Right.
And like you said, when it came to, they didn't differentiate between night and day, and you could say like, oh, well, they're under the plate, you know. But when you're actually playing with ray tracing and stuff, and even though it didn't have ray tracing,
Yeah.
it's like, okay, night and day is still going to look different because there is some sky they can see.
Right. Exactly.
And yeah, so night and day definitely look different, but yeah, in the original game it was just dark, seedy. The neon lights stood out all that much more.
Yep.
It was yeah, it wasn't just Wall Market. Like the whole game kind of looked like Wall Market, and then Wall Market looked like fucking just red light district.
Yeah. Exactly. And I really did appreciate that about the original. Like objectively, the graphics in Remake and Rebirth are beautiful. And they look really cool. Like the world of FF7 is really neat to see that way. But I still find myself just preferring the original look overall, just because it didn't try to be realistic in any way. It was just its own thing.
Yeah, it's tough, and it's like, and it showed
tough.
like,
and I give them credit for doing it.
All the capabilities that modern like computers have, you can make photorealism, but you can do a lot of other stuff too.
Yeah.
You can take artistic liberties and make something not look like, whoa, you did something to me.
I just shot you across the room.
What the fuck? But yeah, you don't have to make things look photorealistic. And some games like FF7, they do a pretty good job of like, okay, this is still follows the rules of like, say, our dimension as well, but a different world.
Yep. I love Tifa's like weird generic like Bath and Body Works signs here. We like to chill at a It's like a Japanese person's idea of what they would hang up in an American cafe.
Let me see. Can I get out of here?
Welcome to our hometown. No. We like to chill at a cafe.
No, I can't seem to. That just shows the video again. That is satisfying to watch.
Tomato. What the hell?
Really?
There's the sign that says tomato.
Just tomato.
Never paid attention to that. Oh, God.
Over details, messages.
They could have tomato, but they couldn't have Texas. Come on. All right, dude. Well, next time on Play the Hits. Oh, hey, look. I can see
I just figured out how to close the tablet. Jeez. Ooh,
damn.
Yeah, it is coming back to it. It's just like, yeah, it's clean.
It's like we turn the lights on in here.
You clean, yeah.
Good Lord.
Potato sandwich hamburger.
Potato sandwich hamburger.
Tifa didn't actually think anyone was going to order food. So.
Sparks asked, are there any other FF7 stages, Max?
Let me see. You know what? I don't know, because let me check the tablet real quick. Seventh Heaven. I don't think so.
This was
Nothing
the last
else.
one? Oh no.
Mako Energy Exhibit, Scorpion Sentinel, Hardy, Daytona, and Shinra Hauler, and Seventh Heaven.
That Scorpion was borderline.
That Scorpion
not
sucked.
Fun.
Yeah, I agree. Wait, where did you knock me?
I don't know.
Where? Let me.
How am I doing this?
How am I doing this?
How am I doing? Where are you?
I am clipped.
There seems to be something outside of the world, like this big, like,
do you see my stream?
Eye. Oh,
yeah,
God.
I was wondering about that. I was like, if you look past that,
you left the dimension. You can
kind of see. Yeah, do you see me?
No, I don't.
Oh, I see you. Here, you know what? I'll send you a little picture.
This is amazing.
I can go kind of far. All right, hold on. Hold on.
I just knocked you out of the world.
You just knocked me the fuck out, dude.
Oh shit! We woke something up. It's just like Emerald Weapon. He's like bending down and looking in the window.
I mean, dude, seriously, it looked like an eye. Yeah, I
does.
noticed that, and I was just like, okay, that's just some weird asset. But
no.
All right, let's see here.
I did. I threw him out of the world. This is my bar now.
Here you go. I'm gonna explore because I can walk around a little bit.
That's cool.
Let's see. It's just, oh shit, I'm back in. All right.
Wait, where? There you are. It's okay. I'll send you right back out. Here you go.
Push me through this window. I believe.
I believe.
Or maybe I should just be doing nothing.
That seems to be how I got you to.
That is a weird eye, and then like the pupil gets bigger and smaller as you move. Yeah, it was just a weird dimension of just like kind of dawn sky.
Sure it was, Max.
Actually, it kind of looked like in Advent Children when Zack and Aerith are talking. Not the grass.
Oh,
just
really?
The sky. I don't think that's on purpose, but...
All right, next time on Play the Hits, maybe we start our grocery store playthrough again.
Oh, okay.
Before we move on to another simulator.
Maybe start hiring some people.
Yep. All right, buddy. We'll see you next time.
All right, see you next time, man.